When the subject of Christmas memories was introduced on Sunday, my mind immediately flashed back to my early childhood. So here's my story. The excitement started to build when my parents talked about the possibility that maybe this year we would be able to travel to my grandparents' house for Christmas. Großmama and Großpapa lived with their oldest daughter and son-in-law, as was the custom those days. This meant that there would be lots of cousins included in this gathering. Since this was such a long trip, 23 miles, advanced planning and the preparation added to the excitement. Would the ice over the mighty South Saskatchewan River be thick enough to support the weight of the horses and the caboose we were riding in? What if a blizzard developed? According to the Farmer's Almanac, it was a go. We had no radio or TV for weather forecasts. Christmas Eve was the highlight of the season, as that was when gifts were distributed. This meant that my father would hitch the horses to the caboose early in the morning. After all, it was going to take about 4 to 5 hours travel time. Our horses were more geared to pulling a plow than running a race. The caboose, mounted on a bobsleigh, was a great way to travel in the winter time. It had a wood stove which kept the interior nice and warm all day. The front window was divided in two so that one half could be slid open in order to communicate with the horses. Just below the window was a slot for the reins that were used to steer the horses. Even without iPods, iPads, DVD player, and not even a radio, the trip would not be boring. My mother was a great storyteller, and this was when we children would learn all about Daniel in the lion's den, David and Goliath, Joseph, and even Samson and Delilah. After traveling for about 3 hours, we were approaching the river. As we were descending the steep slope to the river's edge, it became very quiet in the caboose. We had been told that others had already crossed safely, yet there was apprehension. Would the ice really be strong enough? The horses were urged to put on a bit more speed. Let's get this behind us. Hope and faith were rewarded. We were safely across. Before any gift would be given, each child had to recite a Christmas poem for Grandma and Grandpa that had been memorized just for this occasion. Then we would get a special paper bag that would contain some peanuts, candy, and an orange. We would be absolutely delighted, especially the orange, since this was a once a year treat, so we made it last several days. We even saved the peel. It would be soaked in water for an orange drink. Other gifts were pretty sparse. We were just coming out of the Great Depression. I remember getting a handkerchief and a little Mickey Mouse on a wind-up swing. Gifts were really not the most memorable part of this celebration. It was more about getting together as family, cousins, uncles, and aunts. One uncle and aunt had something that nobody else had: a real pine Christmas tree, complete with real wax candles that were lit up at night. No electric lights.